Welcome to my video. Today I'm going to show you how to make soap. We're going to start with the materials that you're going to need. The first thing that you need is clear glycerin soap, and we're going to be using the melt and pour method, which is really easy to do. You can buy this glycerin soap. I buy a 2-pound container of it for $7.99 at Hobby Lobby. You can order it online and it comes in a big giant chunk, which is much harder to work with, so I prefer to just buy it like this, and I will show you why. Because as you can see, there's already a grid marked out here, which makes it really easy to cut up into chunks. And I have already cut up some pieces here, as you can see, and about 3 to 4 pieces, little chunks of this make about 1 bar of soap. And you can see you can just cut off a slab, and each one of these makes about 1 bar of soap. So it's really easy to work with. It also comes in white soap, and sometimes you can find it pre-colored, but I prefer the clear soap because you can add your own colors, your own additives, and you can see everything really nicely in there. So that's your first ingredient. The second thing you're going to need is a soap mold. This soap mold I ordered online from lavenderlane.com, and I've had it for about 5 years, and as you can see, it's really sturdy. It's just made out of plastic, but it holds up really well, and I make soap on a regular basis with this. You can get less expensive plastic molds that are real flimsy from like Hobby Lobby and places like that. I would recommend spending a little bit more money and getting a sturdy soap mold if you're going to be making soap on a regular basis. And this one makes 6 bars of soap, and they're about 4 ounces each. The next thing that you're going to need is your essential oil. I'm going to be using lavender essential oil because this is one of my favorite essential oils. It's really good for your skin, really relaxing scent. You can use any essential oil that you like. Rose is a good one to use for soap because it really tones your skin. Yang Yang, neroli, sandalwood, these are all good essential oils. Just depending on your skin type and the scent that you like. Just make sure that you get 100% pure essential oil. You do not want to use fragrance oil because it's not good for your skin. You want to use pure natural essential oil. And I have a shop in my town that sells essential oils, really high quality essential oils. If you don't have that where you live, then you can order these from Lavender Lane or Trinity Herb. Those are 2 really good places to order these at reasonable prices. The next thing that we're going to use is vitamin E oil, and I always recommend adding this to the glycerin soap because it really helps to soften your skin when you use it. It really makes a big difference. And this I ordered from Trinity Herb, and you can probably find this in drugstores, craft and hobby stores, or order it online as well. But it is an important part of soap making. I also have here a glass brown bottle with a dropper, and I use this dropper to drop my essential oils into the soap, and then whenever I'm done, I stick it in the bottle, but I do not close it. I just let it sit there loosely to let the essential oil drop out. I would highly recommend doing this if you're going to be working with essential oils at all, because you don't want to leave a dropper in a bottle of essential oil. It will damage the dropper, and it turns this all to goo. Oopsie. And it's not very fun to clean up, and it ruins your bottle of essential oil. So I would recommend having an empty bottle with a dropper that sits loosely in it. And eventually the oil will build up in the bottom. Just clean that out, and there you have it. The next thing that you're going to need is color for your soap. I use these solid cakes of soap color, and these I have ordered also from Lavender Lane. You can find soap color in hobby stores like Hobby Lobby, or you can order them online. You can also use liquid soap color, but I really like the solid soap color better. It's easier to mix, it's easier to gauge how much you're using. It's just easier to use, and I like the color that it gives a little bit better. So I have a red and a blue here that I'm going to be using to make purple. It's a good idea to buy your soap color by one of all the primary colors, and then you can mix any other color that you want to use. So I'm going to be making purple out of this blue and red today for my lavender soap. The next thing that you need if you want to add herbs, I like to add dried flowers to my soap. And because this is lavender, I have some dried lavender flowers here. Which, of course, if you have some herbs growing in your garden, you can dry them yourself. I usually buy mine from Mountain Rose Herbs. That's a really good place to get your herbs. And so I have dried lavender flowers. Now, sometimes I like to make jasmine soap, and I use dried jasmine flowers. For chamomile soap, I'd use dried chamomile flowers, etc. The last thing that you're going to need is a glass pan. You do not want to make soap in a metal pan, whatever you do. If you do, little chunks of the metal from the pan are going to be floating around in your soap. It's not going to be pretty. So use a glass pan. You're going to put this on the stove on low heat. You can also, if you like, do this in the microwave. I prefer to do things the old-fashioned way, so I always do it on the stove. But if you want, you can use a glass pan in the microwave or like a big glass measuring cup and put it in the microwave as well. And those are all the ingredients that you need to make your own glycerin soap. And I guess now we will start the process.